Hey guys, and this is Ivan. Play the game like a real player, and here I am to make another cool video about women's behavior. Watch out. If you're a guy, you gotta watch out. So here I am driving from Hanover, Pennsylvania back to New York City. Part of the business, I travel a lot in the East Coast, buying cars and shipping them to Europe, as well some big stuff like campers. Yeah. It's a cool thing. They are not very popular in Europe, so now I'm one of the first people to export these vehicles, and I just bought one. It's a portable home. It's expensive item, usually $20,000, $15,000 to $20,000 to $35,000. So now it's going to be shipping cost and this cost and that cost. And while I'm driving, I want to tell you, if you're a guy like me that is taking long distances, like 10 hours ride, 15 hours ride, if you're a truck driver, for example, I'm not a truck driver, I'm just a business person buying and selling stuff. But if you're a truck driver and if you have a girlfriend or a wife, well, you gotta be careful. So the topic of today's video, the topic of the video today is hypergamy in and out. And what that means, in and out. Well, when a woman communicates to men or to multiple men, in her mind, she has this thing. One man, it's my man, and the purpose of this man is to serve me, because I already captured this man. I already trapped the man in the belief that I am his woman. That's what the woman thinks, okay? I put him in this, under this spell. I'm her woman, I'm his woman, and now, as his woman, I have the right to call him or to text him anytime I want with my demands. And let's say you are making a long trip from somewhere to somewhere, from East Coast to West Coast, and you're driving for whatever reason, just like myself now, like what I'm doing now, 5 hours away from home. And you may start receiving these requests like, hey, can you buy some food for the cat or for the dog, whatever you have in the family, you know, like it's popular thing. Everybody has a dog or a cat. So your wife is already home and she may say, yeah, well, I kind of don't like to go downstairs and go to the deli or go to the shop because I already got home, let's say 7 p.m. and I already finished work and I'm now home and I have to spend time with me, that is with her, with herself. And why don't you get this?
Miles. Exit US 222 north to I-76, Reading.
Yes, I have to exit. So the idea is very simple. While you're driving, or while you are away, or while you are at your desk, and while you are at some other places doing something that what men do, well, she may come up with these requests. Can you buy this? Can you buy that? Or hey, I forgot to take some stuff, or I forgot to buy a little whatever, salt or pepper, if you will. Now what woman is doing, it is called in. We're gonna call this in behavior. She is using you as an internal guy, a guy who she already captured, like a little servant. And if you have this beta male in yourself, this beta male behavior, you will be like, well, of course I'm gonna do it. No, don't worry, I'm gonna stop by the deli, or I'm gonna stop by the supermarket and I'm gonna buy so and so. But the strange thing is this, that she doesn't tell you, hey, listen, grab a bottle of wine, and when you get home, we're gonna have the greatest sex ever, or something like this, you know. Sometimes the woman does that, you know. But if she's not talking about the wine and the sex with you, but if she is talking about the cat or the dog or something for the kid or something for the house, my friend, you gotta be careful. Because while you are away from home, guess what, my friend? Someone else might bring the bottle of the wine. Someone else might bring the good goodies, like a nice steak or a big box of sushi or whatever your wife is into. Or maybe some candies or maybe some chocolates and a bottle of wine and stuff like that, you know? How do I know that? Well, because I was one of these guys. Unfortunately, but that was fortunate to me. I was this guy that was bringing bottles of wine and chocolates and candies and all kinds of shit to a woman that was married woman, and she had a husband, and she was telling him these things. This is how I know. She was calling him on the phone or texting him to buy stuff for the dog. And me, fortunate me, I was in bed with her, bringing the wine and the sushi and the chocolates and the cool stuff. And she was so unapologetic when she was talking about her husband. Yeah, she was. She was like, her attitude was like, fuck this motherfucker, he's away. He doesn't know what the hell I'm doing. And she was in love with me. Let's be fair. Yeah, she was in love with me. She allowed herself to fall in love with me because I was that extra guy. I was that extra alpha male who was just having sex with her in her free time while her husband was away. And there you have it, my friend. This candy bar says incomplete. See? This company,
In 1 mile. Exit right to
these
US
guys, they have these
222
two bars,
north to I-76.
and they put
Reading.
all kinds of names on these labels here. This one is incomplete, right? So this woman was incomplete. And I hope your woman, I hope your girlfriend, or I hope your new girlfriend is not incomplete. I hope she is totally satisfied with her relationship with you. So this is a fair warning, my friend. About 10 minutes bragging, just to be careful. So let me briefly tell you about this thing. It's very simple.
Exit right to US 222
You're the
north
guy
to
in,
I-76. Reading.
and there is another man who is out. So in and out, like the yin-yang of the Chinese philosophy. There is always yin and yang. There is always dark side and good side. And I hope, my friend, you are on the good side. But who knows, you know? Maybe while I'm driving right now, my woman is cheating on me. Who knows? You know? But I don't live with that illusion that this might not happen to me. I don't live with this like disillusionment, or like rather say stupidity, to not allow myself to be straightforward thinking person and to allow myself to take all the circumstances
for 14 minutes to
and
I-76,
intricacies of
Pennsylvania
life
Turnpike, State Route 272,
into
Denver.
account. It's very possible that now I'm driving and it's gonna be 4 more hours driving home. Maybe at that point my wife is getting ready for the bottle of wine and someone else is coming and doing my job. I'm doing my job. So, a fair warning, my friend. You have 50% chance in life, as I always said. That's kind of a red pill awareness. You know, once you go with this red pill awareness, you never go back. In the back of your mind, no matter who you are, maybe you're a super rich guy, maybe you're a super successful guy, maybe your woman is swearing and claiming and telling you, maybe she brings the skies down to earth when you are with her. But when you are not, she needs attention. She needs attention. Either she needs attention online, either she needs attention offline. Either she needs attention through the phone, through the text, or through someone else's penis directly into her sweet body. So, my friend, I hope my language does not offend you, but sometimes we don't want to see reality. We want to live in this illusion that everything is perfect, which I kind of like. Everything is perfect. I see the world.
Vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
I see the world as a beautiful, positive place. Women are gorgeous. Women are beautiful. They are nice and sweet, and everything is beautiful. Now I'm driving in the dark, and I still feel very grateful that I live my life to the best I can. But there is always but. The rest of the life, the 50%, the dark matter, the dark side, the Dark Lord Vader. And we just have to know that the dark side also exists. So it is good to aware of the real life, not to live in illusion, in illusions and under the spell of a beautiful woman, or not so beautiful, or who knows, maybe intelligent woman. But the reality is, I will give you like a little bit of statistical data. If your wife or girlfriend or just new relationship girl, if she's a beautiful woman, let's say above 5 in this scale, from, you know, the pickup artists, they have these scales: perfect 10, perfect 9, perfect 7, perfect 5, ugly 3, 49er, stuff like that. Right. But if she is over 5, even over 3 or 4, who knows? A lot of men are hitting on her. A lot. And what is a lot? Like if she's over 6 and 7, like about 100 men is just looking at her strangely, with intention. Some guys are bold, they show intention. Some guys are just looking, you know. Some guys just looking and they go home and jerk off and but if it's 9, like if it's a big city, a busy city, probably 500 to 1,000 men look at your woman if she's perfect 9 or perfect 10. If she's a perfect 10, it's a guarantee that at least over 1,000 men are looking at this woman daily. You may say, but how is this possible? You gotta live in New York or LA. Yeah, just woman walking on the street, a beautiful 10, perfect 10, walking on the streets of New York. She's probably seen by a couple of 1,000 men in just very short period of time, maybe like 2-3 hours outside. Maybe a couple of 1,000 men looking at her, maybe a couple of 100 just look at her with intent. Maybe 100 guys are thinking to approach her, and at least 10 guys are approaching her. If she stops for a break or for a coffee or for whatever, there's a lot of guys talking to your woman, and that is all fine, that is all good. So anyway, I'm gonna close this video, it's getting too long. Just be aware of the reality, my friend. and that is called hypergamy. Hypergamy, or whatever you call it, doesn't matter the punctuation, but is existing phenomenon in the woman's behavior. They are kind of never satisfied. They are kind of always searching for something extra, something extra. If you bring the food for the cat, well, it does not do the work. Somebody has to bring the wine. You'd rather bring the wine, my friend. And here I am to tell you, if you like this kind of talks, if you like the content of this channel, there's a variety of topics here. My name is Ivan. I've been doing game for over 30 years, more than 30 years, since 1984, because I cannot even make the math. Since I was very young, I was gaming girls, and also I had serious relationship, and also I had serious relationships, and also I was married as well, so I know it all. I'm now 48. I think I can give you great lessons of wisdom, failure, and success with women. I had sex with a lot of women, but that is not like to be brag about. It's just I have to say it because some guys are really impressed by these numbers. I've slept with over 700 and something women by the age of 27, and that is again a topic for a whole separate video, why I did that and how I was able to do that. That was like a phenomenon on its own. But I'm here to warn you, just be careful, watch out, and if you have some friend that have problems with women, hey, say a nice word about this channel, give thumbs up, refer to a friend, help a man, help your friend, and enjoy the show and play the game of life, my friend. It's a never-ending game, unfortunately. And as well, fortunately. If we kind of don't understand it's a game, then we take it too seriously, and then we grow older too fast, you know. So here you have it. Subscribe to the channel and enjoy the show. Play the game of life.